So before we get started, I want to start with a quote. It's from Napoleon Hill. What he says is, the starting point of all achievement is desire. So when we keep this constantly in mind, just imagine if we have a weak desire, it will bring weak results. Just like a small fire, when it only make a small amount of heat, we have to have a burning desire. Like doesn't matter what comes into it, it'll just burn whatever comes through. What is the first step in 8 steps to success? The first one is a dream building. Just imagine like you're sitting in your living room. Just picture yourself that you are the main director, you are the main character. Just think about it. What do you want to see in the future? Like what do you want to do, or where do you want to live? What kind of house, what kind of car you want to drive? What kind of income that you want to have every month? Who do you want to help? What do you want to buy for your loved one? What you can inherit to your children? Just imagine in your mind. Just picture it like in a cinema. Then when you're trying to reaching the dream, we call it the dreams, we have to create the goals, how you can go closer to your dreams. So in steps. Then you have to play it out like a movie over and over again until your brain doesn't know if that's a reality or that's only like in your imagination. It has to be like real. Like imagine like it's already happened. You have to like thinking that's already achieved. If you don't dream it, but without any desire, you cannot like think it that's already been achieved. It's still like when you start in the beginning, it's very hard because you are not accustomed to dream, right? Most people just dream like daydreaming and then that's it. But when you dream with a desire, then you put it in action. That's how powerful you're gonna achieve in your success. Like everything has to be first imagine. Like imagine like if you're sitting in your room, you will see your kitchen over there, your bathroom over there, and your living room, your bedroom. The first people who think about your house is the architect. The architect has to think what they have to, where they have to put the kitchen, or where they put the bathroom, the washroom, the bathroom, everything in his mind. And then he make a drawing, and then he put it in action. He builds it with the workers. So when our dream building, it's pretty similar. We have to think it in our imagination. What do you want to do? Where do you want to live? Like etc. And then you picture and you write it down on a piece of paper. Then you have to declare it every day, and you have to play it over like in the movie in your brain until your brain can distinguish, is this a reality or is it just an imagination? Then the next step is committing to change. The first point is be proactive about the choices you make. What is that? That means that you are in control. We are the main character. We are the one making choices. And most of the time people will tell you, oh no, that's not possible. That's not, it's crazy you are going that way. It's not gonna happen on your life. Do not listen to people because they don't determine your life. We are the one who determine our own lives. So we are in control in making choices. And we have to think that whatever we decide today, it's going to determine that we are getting closer to our dream or we are drifting further away from our dream. The next point, the second point is, which is, I think this is the most important, because we have to be positive in our thought about each situation that we encounter. This is talking about the mental attitude that will determine many things. What that means is, I like there's a quote here about this. Everybody faces failure and defeats, but it will become a stepping stone or a stumbling block depending on the mental attitude when you face the situation. So imagine like this: you've met your friend or a relative, Then you offer them, hey, you want to join ATOMY, or you want to try this toothpaste, toothbrush, and they say, no, 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 I've been using this product so many years. I don't think I want to change or anything, or I don't want to join any network marketing. No, no, it's fine. It depends on how you face that situation. Maybe you think, oh, I, I thought this was supposed to be easy because my upline say, oh no, ATOMY is easy. But most people respond, no, 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 I'm fine, I'm fine. They don't want to change. Oh, I think it's hard. No, I think it's not possible. That's how you view it negatively. So it's become a stumbling block when you face that circumstance. So what you have to do is when you find that kind of situation, you have to think it positively. How do you think positively? Just remember, a normal salesman usually has this theory, like every three noses, the fourth no you should be a yes. So that means three rejection, and the next one is a yes. When you get the first rejection or first no, you have to think, oh, that means I have two more no's, then it become a yes. So when you have that mental attitude, which is a positive attitude, you will not be feeling, oh, I think it's hard. No, actually, you feel the other way around. Oh, okay. After the second one, then the third no, if he rejects again, that means the fourth one, he'll be saying yes. That means either he wants to join or he wants to try the product. I myself already tested this theory. Like the first time I started ATOMY, when people reject, I thought to myself, oh no, I cannot do this business is hard. You know, people don't want to change their spending habits. They don't want to change the product. But when I hear this presentation, especially about the commenting to change and be positive in each situation, it really changed my mind. Every time I find a problem, I think it this way. If he says no, that means the fourth no will be yes. Then every time I face a rejection, it really changes my attitude toward that situation. Then the third one is be determined to change. This is also very hard because every day we're gonna face we have to decide something, right? Just like tonight, whatever you decide to join this meeting, you already choose one step closer to your dream. You can either choose to watch Netflix or you go to the bar or having beer with your friend. You can do that, right? But you chose to attend this meeting, which is not every people comfortable doing this, right? Because they have to sit an hour listening me talking. But everything that you choose, we have to understand, does it bring ourselves closer to our dream or closer to our goals or drifting it away? Because success just doesn't come to you and begging you to meet the success. No, you have to go out, work out, and find it until you achieve it. That's the success. When we think about success or how to change, only everything in our mind, when we only speak about it, when we only understand it, it doesn't bring your success. But when you choose to do with those information that you have, that's going to bring the success in everything you do. It doesn't matter about the ATOMY. It can be everything. Let's say you want to go on the diet. If you only think, oh, I know you have to eat this, right? And you have to eat this calorie. Everything is only on your thought, but you never do it. You never choose to do it. Then you're not going to see the result. So everything has to be you have to give something to gain something, right? There's nothing is free in this world. So you have to remember that. So the next one is number 4, is the ATOMY system. This is what I found. I've been in many different network marketing, and most network marketing, you have to really understand what the product's ingredients are, what the benefits are, because usually their price are very high. So you have to make people understand why should they buy their higher prices rather than they buy to the Costco or any supermarket. You have to convince they have to spend 3 or 4 times more because the ingredients are so great, but not in this case with ATOMY. ATOMY model is absolute quality with absolute price. meaning it's very high quality with very affordable price. Well, the price itself, it will speak for the products. You don't have to convince people, like buying a dollar 35 cents toothbrush. You don't have to convince people, oh, this is great, or this is material is made of the antibacterial. Although those information is great, but you don't have to, because the price it will speak for itself. $1.35, you will not even get to the dollar store. Even the Oral-B is like $2, $3, and the best one, Sensodyne. My wife used to use those kind of toothbrush. They're like $5 to $6 each, but the quality, it doesn't compare with the ATOMY toothbrush. So when I tell people to use the toothbrush, they just all love it. They all just switch right away and become the lifetime consumer. I have so many consumer just original from toothpaste and toothbrush. They all feel the benefit of the toothpaste and toothbrush. So in ATOMY, everything is very, I'm not saying easy, but it's very doable. You just share what your experience on the products and what's the benefit to yourself that you can share to other. And again, you don't need to pay anything to join, right? To join ATOMY is free. You don't have to pay membership, maintenance fee, auto ship. There's no renewal. As long as you buy one item, doesn't matter what the price is per year, then your membership become renewed for another 12 months. That's really amazing. And all the one-day seminar are free, and they also supply the VODs on the ch.atomy. So everything is provided by the ATOMY company. We don't really have to spend any capital on running the business, but not on the other company. The other company, first, to join, it's like $100. To attend the seminar, another $100. And then there's a website fee, maybe like $50 a month. It depends. So everything costs something in other company, but not in ATOMY. What you do is just share the experience on yourself to others, and people will try it, and they're gonna try it and love it, and they become members. That's very easy. So that means everyone can be successful in ATOMY. You don't have to be like a professor or PhD to be in multi-level marketing. You don't need to. As long as you use it and you love sharing to others, everyone can be successful in ATOMY. The point is you try it on yourself first before you have others to try it. The next step is creating a list. What is a list? A list is basically a list of everyone you want to share the good news with. It doesn't matter. Do not prejudge, okay, this person will not run the business, this person will not use the product, or this person only use the product. Do not prejudge people. You just make the list of everyone you know, and then you meet them, you invite them, and you share them the good news. Share them your experience. Once you have all the lists, once you finish all the lists that people that you know, you may think, okay, that's it. I don't need to add anything. That's wrong, because imagine every time, let's say you take transit, you see people in the bus or in the subway, same people all the time. You just put them on the list, maybe like a lady with a coach bag, or a guy with the glasses, or a lady with a dog. Just write it down, add it to your list. It's not gonna end. Grow your list every day, and then you talk to them, or you invite them, you share the experience. And the third point is use the 3-meter rule. I think this is very important. What does that mean? So that means whoever within that 3 meters boundary from you, you have to share the good news. You have to share how you experience the products, maybe you can share the ATOMY vision with them. Why don't you make money? Why don't talk anything about the ATOMY? First, you have to talk about the product. Then you can see the people. If the people are interested of making extra income, then you can talk about the vision of ATOMY. But the most important part is you have to share. Doesn't matter you share the products or you share the ATOMY vision. Just imagine the more you share, that means the faster you bring yourself toward your dreams. If you never share, you're never gonna meet your dream in Atomy. It's basically just fantasizing. Oh, I'm one day I'm gonna be an auto sales master. One day I'm gonna be a diamond. But without an action, you're not gonna do anything. You just stay on where you are. The fourth step is sharing the vision. Just like I mentioned, we have to share about the products, experience. You have to be the user yourself. You cannot share the product experience unless you use it, the products, right? Otherwise, you're just lying. You tell something that you don't use or experience. That's not me. I couldn't do it. I have to use it personally myself, and then I tell people. So what that means is you have to try one by one off the Atomy products until you find the one. Okay, this is the one that give me confidence to share the product experience to others. If you haven't found it, that means you have to keep trying. There are hundreds of different items in Atomy. There must be one that is the one for you, right? If shampoo is not the one, then try another one, maybe the deep cleanser. If not, that's not the one, maybe the vitamin of the hemohim. I trust I trust myself that everyone, when they try hemohim, they must experience something. Either they have extra energy or their health got improved or anything in their life, there must be. So that's why I always tell people, whoever join and if they can afford, try hemohim at first. The first product they have to use is hemohim. If they cannot afford, I usually just get them, here, try one small box. It's about 12 $13. When they heard the price, oh, okay, that's not bad, 12 $13 for a week, then they just buy it. As long as you share the product and let them experience themselves, that's how you share the vision of Adam in the end. And also the most important part is after you let them try the product, you get them, um, you show them the plan, the marketing plan, the compensation plan. If you don't know how to um, present the presentation, you can just invite them to the seminar or to the center. Like in our center, we have every Thursday at 7 o'clock in Thornhill, and every Tuesday is on Mississauga. So you can either bring them to those weekly meetings so they can listen and they can get exposure of the marketing plan and the compensation plan with the other leaders. So you don't have to spend your time explaining one by one. So you get them as a group, you bring it to there, and then they explain them for you. Or the best is one day seminar. I always tell people, at least once you join ATOMY, you have to be in one day seminar. Once they pass that stage, bring them to the Success Academy. That's twice every year. So this coming May 11, that we're gonna have one in Toronto. So invite as many people to this kind of events. And also we also have the product day every beginning of the month. So that's the most important event if you want to get people to know the products, what the benefit of the product, and they can even test the product on site, and then they have a door prize. Maybe they can win shampoo or hemohim, a small box of hemohim, anything. You just bring them, let them experience themselves. And the best part is we have VODs 24/7 on CH Academy, or even if you don't find it there, you just Google it. YouTube is everywhere. So if you don't think that you get enough knowledge from your upline or a sponsor, you just Google it. Now, internet is very easy. Like my personal testimony when I started the Academy, even my upline didn't know too much about Academy because he's new. So what I did is I just Google it. I found every leaders, lectures, testimonies, even the CEO part. They explain everything there. Trust me, if you spend an hour every day online on the VODs, you'll be an expert in Academy. Then the next step is we show the plan. Like I said, we have to get them to know how ATOMY compensation plan, the marketing plan, and for us, we don't know that the ATOMY expense is very, very low. I think it's about 8% for the expense of the total company. And also how they run the business is really amazing. When ATOMY started the business, they only have 54 sachets of hemohim, and then they increase it to 60 sachets per box, but the price didn't increase. Normally, people in the company, when they increase something, the price has to increase because the profit get lesser, right? But not in ATOMY. The ATOMY company, they want people to get more but pay less, or pay as less as possible. That's the ATOMY model. And also the toothpaste, it was 180 gram. They increase it to 200 grams. That will never happen in any other network marketing, only in ATOMY. And the products of ATOMY is prestige. For people who doesn't know, the prestige is, it is a mass product with a prestige high quality. Mostly the mass production items, they're usually low quality because they have to be mass produced, and also it's cheap, right? But in ATOMY, even though the price is very affordable and cheap and low, but they control the high quality in every product they release it. If CEO Park doesn't see any value or doesn't see any benefit in the product, he's not going to approve to be sold in ATOMY. That's the beauty of ATOMY. We have to, when we use ATOMY product, we know 100% that it's all high quality. And again, number 3 is compensation plan. I'm not going to show it in detail about compensation plan. We have another day that I'm going to explain about the compensation plan. And in ATOMY, we have unlimited level. Let's say you already have downline, like 100 people under you, like go down until like 100 level. Let's say that 100 level person purchase 10,000 PV. The 99, 98, 97 up to you, you get the same 10,000 PV. There's no prorated, there's no discounted PV. You get the same 100% PV as that person. So that's what unlimited level means. But in other company, they limit you until like 7 level. Anything beyond 7 level, you don't get any PVs. But not in ATOMY. Doesn't matter. Maybe he's at 1,000 level, you still get 100% PV of that person is purchasing. And the B point is the global one server. Well, it's basically global ID. Your ID can be used in any of the 14 different countries of ATOMY. You know, we have ATOMY Korea, Japan, US, Cambodia, Singapore, Malaysia, and so on. You can use to log into any of those countries, and you can make purchase using your ID, and you are as if you are in that country. That's amazing. You don't have to pay any fee, become like a global ID. That I know. I remember one time I was in the network marketing. Your ID is only Canadian. When you have when you want to make the purchase in the state, you have to register or you have to pay a fee to become a US ID. But not in the case with ATOMY. We have one global ID. Your ID can be used everywhere. Then the next step is following up. This is also important because when we get someone to join to ATOMY, we think, okay, our job is done. We assume that he knows everything. We assume that they're gonna purchase ATOMY product automatically. That's not the case. That's not what happened. Make sure you follow up within 48 hours once they join ATOMY or once they use the products. You do not assume they think they know everything book, because most of the time when you ask them, okay, do you know the ATOMY compensation plan? Mostly they say, yeah, I think I know. Yeah, it's pretty similar with usually network marketing is, but they usually don't know anything. They just don't want to admit that they don't know. So that's why you have to follow up with them. You have to sit with them. You have to teach them. You have to coach them until they fully understand what you're doing in ATOMY. And also the most important thing, you have to teach them how to make the purchase online. Like most of the people, they don't follow up. They think they know how to make the purchase online, but that's not the case. Like most of them, they usually get people to buy um, something from someone. Like let's say, okay, Mike, can you buy me shampoo for next week? If that's the case, that's not a good thing because you want to create an auto consumer. What is an auto consumer? Auto consumer means they're auto consuming consumer. That means they don't need your help in order to acquire an item. So they just go online using their ID, they log in, and then they buy it. You have to create auto consumer in your group. You cannot just rely someone buying it from you. What happened is, let's say you are taking a month vacation, and that person, that means that 1 month he or she not buying anything from you, then your sales is going to go down. That's, you don't want like that. You have to create your auto consumer in your group. Then the next step is consult and communicate. Imagine maybe a month or 2 months after you join, you start building up your own network. Now you become the leader, because once you have left and right people, you become a leader. That means you are a leader of those two, right? Doesn't matter if they have everyone underneath or no, but you are a leader. You lead those two peoples under you. So there might be question, let's say you have so many people, or one of them, they don't have any members underneath, and they come to you, they, they're gonna say, they're gonna ask you, how come, because I don't have any, I don't know too many people. Like those are the most common question to me. Like people, okay, Mike, I don't know really many people. I don't socialize. I don't, I don't like make new friends. I don't go to party. Those kind of people, you have to invite them and you talk to them, and then you sit with them, you look at the phone book. Even people without any friends, they usually have families, unless they're born from, I don't know, outer space. But if they're in the earth, there must be have a family connected to them. You just start with those families. You don't have to go crazy. Just ask them, who is your sister, who is your brother, who is your parents, where's your kids or whatever, but your family. Just start from the inner circle, which is the closest family. Then you start growing. Let's say he know his brother, and this brother has a lot of friends. Let's say he has 100 friends. This guy is only have 10 friends. So if you combine this 10 friend to that 100 friend of his brothers, his contact list become 110. Then his brother may have another contact, right? Then you combine them, then it could become 1,000. So that's how you start with this kind of challenge. When people say, "Oh, I don't know many people," that's how you that's the solution for them. The next one, oh, I have registered many people, but I have no revenue, meaning I have no points. I don't have any PVs under me, but I registered a lot of people. So these people, they only share about the vision of ATOMY. Or maybe this guy is very charismatic, people look up to him. Okay, when this guy says something, I'm just gonna say yes, I'm just gonna join. But without realizing why they joined the ATOMY, they just join because it's not, it's not okay to turn him down. So I just say yes, I just join. So this kind of people, you probably is, the person itself is not a user. So he just shared to everyone about the atom vision, that you can be successful, you can make money, you can retire early, you can achieve your dream, this and that. But himself is not a user. He's not using any products. He thinks that he can be successful that way. No, it doesn't work that way. That person has to be a consumer himself. Then he shared to his people, his members. The next question, number 3, is, I'm having trouble registering people. What that means is, everyone wants to buy the products from him, but they don't want to join. Oh, okay, it's okay. I don't want to join. I just want to buy it from you. Just bring me shampoo and conditioner next week, then I'll pay you. So this kind of person, this kind of question, that means he only shared the products, like the product experience. The product is great, of course, people want to buy it, but he doesn't understand the vision of Atomy that, one day that if he's doing diligently, he could earn residual income. He could make passive income while they're sleeping. So this person doesn't know the vision of Atomy. All he knows is only the products are great, the product are affordable, everything is great, mass quality, but they don't know the vision. So you have to sit with these people that has this kind of problem. You have to explain to them the vision of Atomy, bring them to the seminar, bring them to the Success Academy, bring them to a lot of meetings with your leaders. Then this person can change. The next one is number 4 is I have many registered people, but it's stagnant. That means I'm not, let's say you already become a sales master or a diamond. You have reached many people, obviously, right? But you're not going to the next level. What that means is you're only limiting your partner. Let's say you think, I only want partner that only doing full time. So that means your audience is only like people who is doing full time. You are limiting yourself on your own growth. But Atomy is not like that. Atomy is for everyone. Even people use one toothpaste or toothbrush. It's okay. You just invite them to join so they can um, use the products. Atomy is not only for specific people. Atomy is for everyone. Then the next one is number 5. You don't need no need to make the same mistakes. So obviously, let's say you already in doing Atomy for a year, then that means you have a year more experience than people under you, right? So you have to tell them in advance, don't do this mistake, the one that you did, otherwise it's gonna slow down their growth. If they don't grow, you don't grow. So everything is related. So you have to explain to them, don't do this same mistake that I did, right? I did a lot of mistake in the beginning. So I always tell to my groups, okay, you don't do this, you don't do this. But I don't tell to everyone. I just tell to the leaders, and their leader, those leader will tell to their downlines. So you have to delegate your tasks. You cannot do everyone. If your group is only 5 or 10 people, yeah, you can. But once you already reach like 100, 1,000, 10,000, you cannot do it everyone by yourself. You have to pick your leaders and delegate those tasks to those leaders. And the last one is number 6. If you didn't ask, assume you do not know. What that means is you always encourage your partner to ask questions before they do any action. Don't assume, because if they think they know, they assume that's the right way. Let's say, oh, I have this person, okay, I'm going to register on the left. Oh, I know this person, I'm going to register on the right. But if that's not the right way on registering people, his network will going to be slowed down. So you don't want that to happen. That means you have to coach them every time. You always tell them, if you do not know, don't think you know, and then you do it, and then it's wrong. Always ask me or ask your leader or ask anyone above you, whoever have experienced more than you. Ask them, ask question. Don't just assume you know. And the last step is duplicate and repeat. So this is very important as well. Once your group is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, I always like this saying, a good tree only bears a good fruits, but a good tree has to come from a good seed, right? So you have to um, think that if yourself already a good seed or a bad seed. If you're a bad seed, then your fruits are gonna be bad for sure. So you have to make yourself a good seed in order to become a good tree. Then you're gonna bear good fruits. It's not easy, but you have to be a good tree in order to become fruitful with good fruits. So you have to think, what is the best partner that you want to have one day? Just imagine, make a list. What kind of partner in life, in Atomy, you want? Usually, you want a partner that attend all seminars, right? You want a partner that sells very well. You want a partner that can register 100 people a month, right? And you also want a partner that listens and works with you, who doesn't object you every time. He just want to listen and works with you, right? Those are the best, the type of partner that you want. What do you have to do? You have to be that person first before you're gonna get those kind of partners in your group. You have to change yourself. You have to think, what should I do in order to become that person, right? You don't expect people to change unless you become that person. Then people will gonna see you, okay, that's my leader. I look up on him. I'm gonna be him. That's usually what happens. People gonna duplicate you if you do what you say, what you do. Most people, they just say, but they don't do. You have to do what you say. That's what it's called, the duplication. And also be positive. That's the most important part. In everything that comes along your way, along your path, just be positive. Don't think it's just like an obstacle. Think of it as a stepping stone to the next step. Don't ever think that, oh no, I think I give up. This is not gonna happen on my life. If you think that way, that's it. Your life is not gonna change. You just stay where you are. But if you want to change your positive attitude, your mental attitude, become positive, trust me, you're gonna move to the next level. And always do not prejudge on situation. Look at on the other side. Why is it happen that way? There's always another side of every story, right? Do not prejudge. And don't worry about other people's success. Let's say you see your partner under you is growing faster than you. Don't worry about that, because in ATOMY, we have a ceiling cap. One day I'm going to explain that marketing and compensation plan. Once we reach the ceiling cap, whoever started 10 years ago, we're going to meet them anyway, as long as you do not give up. Just keep doing in whatever you're doing to bring you closer to your dreams. One day you're going to meet those people. So if your downline is progressing faster than you, do not feel intimidated. You have to be grateful that they are better than you. That means they're supporting you underneath. So you just work on the other side, on the other leg. You have to be positive in everything, right? So this is what you have to do. Your first step is reach the outer sales master as soon as possible. Don't think about the income. Don't think about the general commission. You get $100 every month. Do not see it that way. What you have to aim is you have to become an auto sales master. I'm not saying sales master, but auto sales master. That means you create auto consumer that buy the products automatically without you are being involved. That's auto consumer. So you have to focus on creating consumer, but being an auto purchaser. So this is my challenge. Every 10 days, just make one new consumer. Either they're already on your group, just become a consumer, the auto consumer. Every 10 days, just one. It's not hard, right? As long as you do it persistently, every 10 days you create one. Within 3 years, you're going to be an auto sales master. So it depends. If you want to be an auto sales master in 3 years, you do that every 10 days. But if you want to be sooner, then you have to make a new customer maybe every 5 days, every 3 days, every 2 days. Then you calculate yourself. If 10 days one auto consumer, I could reach auto sales master in 3 years. If you cut it in half, then 1.5 years. So you calculate yourself, you decide what you want to do and how fast you want to become the auto sales master. Once you become the auto sales master, your income will grow exponentially. It means the growth is not, linear anymore. It's just gonna go up like 45-degree up. Once you do that, once you keep forward, don't mind other people say, oh, you are crazy doing this. It's not gonna happen. Do not mind those people. You just follow the 8 step of success of an ATOMY and just follow and stick to the success. You build the auto consumers. Keep sharing your experience and vision to remember the 3-meter rules and continue moving forwards. But remember, be positive. I guarantee you will become an auto sales master in no time.